Hello my soccer universe, what a remarkable round from the Austrian Bundesliga we had this weekend. Only wins, only winners and losers, that makes it always exciting. We have the field of top 6 teams already confirmed at 4, bottom 6 teams also confirmed at 4, so 4 teams have to struggle to get above the line, and even there we have some clear favorites as well. However, it might go down to the last day of the regular season, and we'll discuss that a little bit as well. And we have Salzburg potential in the title race, despite being back 6 points at the moment in the regular season. Thanks to the format where we have the points, it will go down to 3 if it remains this way. And that is exciting, but also a little bit scary. At the moment, I cannot really tell you who will win this title because it seems so uneven. Sturm Graz is not the dominant force that they were even in the fall. And Austria Vienna is keeping up there, but I'm not sure if they're not overperforming. Rapid is falling away and still have to fight for the top 6. Wolfsberg seemingly also overperforming, although a Didi Kübauer team always does well. And so yeah, Salzburg might as well be again profiting from points being halved when this rule was made to keep Salzburg from running away. Kind of weird, the whole thing. Most importantly for me, LASK did get another win. It's a 2-1 win at Austria Klagenfurt, where we always win. It is so amazing. And it was an important win because it keeps us a point ahead of Blau-Weiß Linz. And as we will see, there's a chance to clinch the top 6 in the next round. I still don't quite believe it, and I'm still not sure if it's the best thing. Because going into the top 6, although LASK have performed really well, I think a second best team in the year 2025 in Austria. However, that's only based on 4 games, so you know, don't count it too much. But if you get in the top 6, at the moment, I think they're the 6th best team. And that doesn't get you into Europe, unless of course you win the cup, which I maintain should be the goal for this season. Please excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. I saw it when I was shooting the match review videos that my strength is still not quite there. So I'm doing this seated. Please excuse me for that, but you know, I think the video otherwise will be of the same quality. So let's look back at everything that happened on this match day 20. Austria Vienna bounced back from defeat last week with a 2-1 win at GAK. Not much to talk home about. They take the lead in 56 minutes through a penalty. Then it's a really bad pass by Filipovic that Malone intercepts and runs through a goal, 62nd minute. 2-0 Austria Vienna, who then cannot actually add on to the score. And GAK actually had their chances, and in stoppage time they pull one back, but they cannot find an equalizer. Wolfsberg get, after the disappointing draw last week, a 3-0 win at Hartberg, who suffered their first loss after 3 draws to start the year. And this was more or less one-way traffic. I mean, it was only a short period before the halftime break where Hartberg potentially could have gotten back into the game, but they were already down at 16th minute through Zukic. Then a Tiano Ballo penalty. Maybe a contentious foul. I thought it was alright. The 77th makes it 2. Then they had even a goal disallowed for an offside to Trunjaivu. However, then a really nice attacking move over many stations. Then finds the ball going to Pink, who plays it over to Sabitzer into the empty net. 95th minute. It's 3-0. Didi Kübauer in a title race? I don't quite yet believe it. But this Wolfsburg team is really, really doing well. Rapid breathe a big sigh of relief, beating Altach 5-0 and getting the first win of the year. They have never started a year with 3 losses. Now they have at least a win and an emphatic one to boost. And it was the Janssen show, although in the first half it was Cvetkovic who gave them the lead after a free kick by Seidel that he may or may not have touched. But Cvetkovic claims the goal for himself. Rapid then very dominant, however cannot add on. Later on Altach had a couple of chances themselves, but it's then Janssen in the 52nd minute who decides the game for Rapid Vienna. Then Cvetkovic is actually sent off for a red card. I think it was an elbow in there. But Koller gets 2 yellow cards shortly thereafter and is sent off himself. So parity is reinstalled. Janssen then adds another one and was also in the play for Bellio's 4th goal in addition. And then in stoppage time, Radulovic again scores, like he did against LASK, his 2nd goal for Rapid in his 2nd Bundesliga game. LASK have a truly unbelievable streak against Austria Klagenfurt. In all their meetings between those two teams after the reformation of Austria Klagenfurt, LASK have not lost in 23 meetings. And again, they get the win, despite being down in the third minute through a Bonner cross that then finds its way into goal. Was rather crazy. I mean, when you look at the replay, you might well see that Bonner might have aimed for it, but he admitted himself afterwards this was meant as a cross. LASK briefly shocked, however, it is Samuel Adeniran with a nice run across the goal line. Ball did not cross, then puts the pass in that is poorly cleared by Jaric onto Berisha, who is standing just outside of the box, goes past one defender, takes a shot falling right up into the goal. Beautiful goal, 14th minutes, it is level, and then it was all LASK in the first half, who had more chances through Adeniran. I think there was one by Antwerp, there was a header by Zires in there. They probably should have taken the lead there. Second half, though, was a little bit more ugly. The first half was kind of fun to watch, not high XG, but the second half, I have to say, not a great watch. However, it was Danek who came on at the halftime, who wins the ball at midfield, plays it on to Adeniran in the 61st minute, who then gets the cross in past Mara and Hinteregger, who are both sliding, and it's Antwerp who could put it in the empty net. It was crucial that both of them were sliding, especially Mara, who made the first sliding tackle because he put Antwerp onside there. That proved to be the winning goal. LASK, unfortunately, then did not go for the third one. I also felt that with the changes that Markus Schopp brought on, especially with Schul, a little bit slower than Adeniran, and then a little bit more energy off with Berisha coming off. You know, it was not really there, although you brought on Flecker. And so while you controlled the game and potentially could have scored as well, there were two big chances for Klagenfurt. One by Bobzin that he just pulls wide, and then an even bigger one, similar by Toshevsky, who runs through the box and then just by a few centimeters misses from a very, very short distance. In the end, they see it out. It was an ugly win. I'm always happy for the 3 points, and it was then also clear they were crucial 3 points to stay in 6th place. The ugly scene at the end was that Toshevsky twists himself free from Smolcic, but with his arm out hit Smolcic in the head, and this was only a yellow card, something I did not quite understand because I think this should have been a red one. But 3 points. I'm not complaining. Series against Klagenfurt extended. Klagenfurt now, for the first time since they're in the Bundesliga, not in the championship round. With a late 2-1 winning goal, Blau-Weiß Linz stay in contention for the top 6, just 1 point behind LASK. And then always got a late goal. They also scored the fastest goal of this Bundesliga season. When a cross is badly cleared, it comes back through Andersen, and Ronny Waldo just heads it past the goalie, and it is 1-0. Tirol was well in the game. They hit once the post. However, Mensa also had a very bad miss for Blau-Weiß Linz, who could have made it 2-0. And so it's then a throw-in that is headed into the box by Ronny Waldo onto the head of Lawrence, and then bounces from the head of David into the net. It was a rather weird looking goal, but I think the 1-1 was quite reflective of the first half. However, in the second half there was way more from Blau-Weiß Linz. Not the great chances, but if there were chances, it was more going for Blau-Weiß Linz. And so in the end it's Pajic who converts in the second minute of stoppage time after he put the ball onto the post and taps it home then on the rebound. Undoubtedly, the match of the round happened in Salzburg with a remarkable 3-1 comeback win for Salzburg. First half, Sturm Graz, after 10 minutes, took the lead through Goran Stankovic. That was actually quite deserved as well, and Sturm Graz were largely the better team and did quite well. However, I don't know whatever happened in the second half. Salzburg came out with a lot of energy and a lot of pressure on Sturm Graz, and Sturm Graz deteriorated more and more the longer the game went. Also helped that Terzic and Dagim came on, and then also Dorgeles Nene adding more offensive power. And then it's 3 goals from kickouts from the Sturm Graz goal that turn it around for Salzburg. The first one is a deep kickout. Dagim plays it onto Vertessen, runs onto goal, past the goal, 72nd minute. It's an equalizer. And then Dagim also assists the other 2 goals, and the last 2 goals are more or less copies of each other. Again, a kickout, the ball comes to the left, Dagim with a cross in, plenty of space in front of the Sturm goal, and first in the 84th and then only Sivo in the 87th minute, who also scores his first Austrian Bundesliga goal after his comeback, secure the win for Salzburg. And the way that the formula is going, this might as well mean that Salzburg is back in a title race. Crazy! So if I look at the table, let's start from the bottom. Tirol, GRK and Altach cannot qualify for the top 6 anymore, and Austria Klagenfurt also have now an 8-point difference, and so they also will stay on the bottom. This is the first time they will not qualify for the top 6 since being promoted to the Bundesliga, so remarkable run of theirs as well. However, with financial trouble looming, they could actually be the team that gets relegated this season, despite on the sporting merit they would not be. It is still really tight, and have in mind on the bottom the points will also be halved. So the 6-point cushion for Klagenfurt will go down to 3, and if you go into a negative spiral, that will not work out well for them. I still think it's between GRK and Altach, although both teams show positive signs. Tirol also, I find it's a very sturdy team. When we now look for the battle for the top 6, it's 4 teams: Rapid, LASK, Blau-Weiß and Hartberg. Let's get the obvious ones out of the way. Hartberg with a 5-point deficit to LASK, probably not gonna catch up, so Hartberg will also go into the bottom 6. So after a really great last season, they will probably fight for the playoff spots. Rapid, I also think, is relatively safe, mainly because they have a relatively easy remaining program as well. So I think Rapid will get the necessary points already next round to qualify for the top 6, and so it comes down to the 2 Linz teams. We will not see 2 more derbies because it's either LASK or Blau-Weiß Linz going through. Now LASK have the point advantage. Both teams have really difficult away games in going to Wolfsberg for Blau-Weiß Linz and Sturm Graz for LASK, and have manageable home games, where I think the one for LASK is probably a little bit easier than the one for Blau-Weiß Linz, plus they have the 1-point advantage. That's why LASK are in a more favorable position, have a 1-point cushion, and the head-to-head would go to Blau-Weiß Linz. That's something to definitely have in mind. And then on the top, Salzburg are through, only 6 points behind Sturm Graz, again halving the point. Sturm Graz, Austria Vienna now level on points again, and Wolfsberg is also only 4 points behind. This is really tight, and I wouldn't even count out Rapid out of this title race if they should get a run together as they did in the fall. So I think the title race is rather exciting. You would think that Sturm Graz should be the favorites. However, it shows that they've lost too much quality over the past few months, and that might make the league rather exciting. However, how this will pan out then for Europe, that's a whole different question. If you look at the matches of round 21, first of all, they're all played at the same time, so all on Sunday at 5 o'clock, because, you know, to keep it all fair, I think you could move this only for the last round, but okay, so be it. The standout fixture is of course the derby in Graz between GRK and Sturm Graz, but it's top against bottom, so sporting merit maybe not quite there. However, it might actually tell us a little bit about these 2 teams, because GRK have been showing some good stuff and surely wanna take a few more points off Sturm Graz. I think the most important games are of course the ones that go for the top 6. We have Hartberg taking on Rapid, their last chance. However, we also know that Rapid need the point. So a win for Rapid will see Rapid qualify and Hartberg out and basically settling the matter. Then we have LASK against Tirol, same opponent as Blau-Weiß Linz had this round. It's a sturdy team, and LASK always have a hard time breaking down defensively sturdy opponents. So I'm a little bit wary there. However, it should be 3 points. It really should be 3 points. And Blau-Weiß Linz have to go to Wolfsberg, a red-hot Wolfsberg team. And so the ideal scenario is LASK win, Blau-Weiß Linz lose, and top 6 are secured. Again, I'm not quite sure if top 6 is even that advantageous, but that would at least relieve LASK of any trouble into getting into the relegation battle, which is always possible in this tight format, although not very likely. So I will say the 2 matches involving the Linz teams are the most important ones of this round, but of course the eyes will be on the derby in Graz. And that was it from me from round 20 in the Austrian Bundesliga. Really curious how this will pan out. I'm so split, you know, on the one side you want to get into top 6 because you probably have the chance to get on a roll. The squad is good for LASK overall. However, you also always start with a deficit, and at this moment I can only see a 6th spot. Although you might be able to catch Rapid, you have been doing well against Rapid and even against other opponents. It suits LASK more to play against opponents that are a little bit more open. So that's why I'm interested in how this will pan out, and Blau-Weiß Linz is not going away. I think this might come down to the last match day, and then LASK have to go to Sturm Graz, and I don't like that. In any case, please let me know who you think will make it in the top 6. Will it be my LASK? Will it be the city rivals? Or will it be in any other team as well? Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I'll talk to you soon about more things in my Austrian Bundesliga universe. Bye. Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye.